Hi, I'm J.R. Cook, Senior Vice President of Business Development for Intelisys Communications. We've had suppliers in our portfolio for quite some time that do a tremendous job for us in the international space. But really what we found over the past couple of years is, again, now you're dealing with a company maybe headquartered here, and yes, maybe they have some influence or buying authority over international circuits. Some of the things taken in consideration, they may operate on two P&Ls, so maybe they want billing in the local currency. Not all suppliers here in the U.S. have the ability to do that. They might have to require that to be billed back to the U.S. It's all about setting the appropriate expectations with your customers. Do they have local customer service support in a local language in that local market? Feet on the street, right? Is there requirements for demarc extension? Some suppliers may not have that, or there's some areas where that's just not possible. Shipping of equipment. There's a lot of requirements, import-export requirements that have to be met that really make it extremely expensive and extremely risky, and as well as take a lot of time. So those are the things that you're going to want to understand before you make a commitment to your customer. For the most part, yeah, if there's any place we want to go, we can go. But there's certainly pockets. There's, like I said, when it's a closed market area, there's limited services you can provide. The hard part is voice. IP connection is one thing. Voice is a whole different world, because you have to be able to terminate local PSTN traffic in a local market, and you have to be registered as a CLEC to do that. But again, if it's going to be a single site in Afghanistan, chances are someone can find a local provider that can do it less expensive. The real drive is around multi-location. The fact that one provider could provide all those services under one umbrella allowed the overall price to be very competitive, and it gave the customer one option. That's what these solution providers bring. The area where there is going to be a tough time is around regular TDM voice. There's always applications for TDM voice, and there may be instances where the customer just has to buy TDM voice from a local provider. But what we are finding is the options for customers around IP voice solutions are growing dramatically. And the key there is that you always use the example of the old, if I buy a circuit in London and I want to call the Pizza Hut across the street, does that call have to traverse all the way back to some POP in the U.S. with some local, hosted VoIP provider here in the U.S. and then all the way back and then terminate to local PSTN? And in many instances, the answer to that is yes. Now, most of them would tell you that the call quality is still going to be sustained. It shouldn't be a big deal. That being said, it's not something you want to make sure your customer's aware of. We're now adding suppliers into our portfolio that have global POPs, which means it then finds the closest POP within that region to then bring the call back and terminate on the local PSTN. So the call quality on paper looks much better. So there was enough requirements and enough growth opportunity that we have expanded excitingly our portfolio of our supplier partners in the international space, that no matter what requirement one of our customers might come to our sales partners with, they're going to be able to reach out to us. We're going to be able to help them provide a solution that meets that customer's needs.